foam kneeler to sit on, and it's a clearance price of $34.36. Your easy pay, 4 of them at $8.59, M60811. Ginger brings us great items, indoor, outdoor. She's one of my co-hosts of the show here.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Why is this different from any other shovel or spade I'm going to find?
It's because of the way that it's shaped. It's beveled tip to toe. Here you can see Julian that is actually cutting through some very fibrous plants. This is one of those tools that won the Best of the Best awards in 2018 and has 2 patents for utility and design on its beautiful shape. And we say beautiful because when you're out gardening, you don't want to use all of your strength to sweat it out and not get anything done. This is one of those tools that concentrates all of your weight onto one single solitary tip, thereby multiplying your digging forces. And it's the way that it's shaped, like a spearhead, that is going to cut through your soil, through rocky soil, through clay, through any fibrous plants that are heavily rooted. And it's going to cut through them like butter, which is one of the great things that we love when we're gardening.
That's the best part. And we have colors, because that's how we roll
do
here.
The colors.
Here are your colors. We have yellow, and I see the color in the handle and then coming down that shaft there.
Yes.
Also available for us in lavender. I know we've got our purple ladies and men. Here is teal.
That one is
lime.
called
I'm sorry,
lime.
this is the lime.
Yes.
And then finally we have it for you in the teal.
In the teal.
Now
So it does
also
come with the
gonna be getting
kneeler.
one of
Yes.
these.
The kneeler. So it's tough on jobs but easy on you. So what we did was we added that kneeler for you because we know a lot of you are going to be getting down and pulling the weeds or planting some delicate flowers. Not only digging and not only moving and transplanting, but this is one of those that we thought maybe it would be really nice to give you one of those kneelers.
I would just like to have that just like when I'm cleaning
Well, you
up
can
after
use
the
it
cats
inside.
and the dogs. Yeah, I'm bringing
you can
that
use it inside.
I'll
like,
give the shovel to my husband.
Definitely. So this was actually invented by an 85-year-old man at the time who loved to get out and garden. Daniel, we have to show him because he's just so doggone sweet. So he was in his mid-80s when he invented this, and he took what we already know and love was the regular shovel, and he wanted to make it better. He is now well into his 90s with 2 hip and 2 knee replacements and still gets out and gardens. I know, God bless him. So this is what he looked at and he thought, how can I improve what we already know and make it better? This is how you improve what you know and already have maybe in your garage. Put this into the back. This is good for moving dirt, but for cutting through those plants and cutting through fibrous plants and actually I'm going to show you really quickly.
All right, you're going to do this first?
Yeah, I'm going to show you why is it that the spearhead shovel works so much better. So I have simulated roots that are here with just some rope that I kind of went back and forth. I'm going to use this shovel, all my weight up on it.
You're catching air, by the way.
I know.
That back leg's coming up off the ground.
I can't even penetrate through that. It's not going to cut it. It's just not going to cut it. And even if I called my neighbor, my neighbor would probably have a hard time with that shovel versus this one. And I'm not even putting, my full weight on it, and I'm cutting through everything. We call this our ultimate empowerment tool, ladies and guys, because of the way that it's shaped. It's smart. It cuts through what you need it to cut through and get the job done. It has an oversized footrest so that if you do happen to go out in, sloggers, or sometimes I go out in flip-flops and I just see, I want to move that around. You can easily do that because it's nice and comfortable, and it's triple reinforced where you need it. I love to garden. I get out and it's just a way for me to just become one with Mother Nature and get in there and get dirty and move things around like I do my furniture. So this is triple reinforced where you need it with 2 rivets that are over to kind of give you that, that extra support over a solid steel piping that's in the inside.
May I just hold that to see what the weight is
There you go.
Oh, I was expecting this to be a lot heavier than it is. It's
not bad. It's not bad at all.
And all the weight's
and the gripper
here.
too. And
that's nice.
Yeah, that's a really nice handle that is on it too. So I don't have to use gloves if I don't want to, which is one of the great things on this as well.
That's nice. And your hand really sticks nicely to it. I mean, I've never used one of these. We don't have one at home, but you just look at the edge, and I watched what you did. You don't use a butter knife on steak. And you really don't want to use a steak knife to spread butter.
Well, that's
Everything
it.
has its purpose.
Everything has its purpose.
So
And
if you've got the weeds, if
So
you've
what-
got rocky soil, this is great.
And if you have weed block, I actually have 2 layers of weed block that are here that I'm gonna just kind of show you how easy that this, we talk about cutting through like butter. If you want to just be able
You're
to get-
one-handed.
I'm one-handed.
Look at you go.
I'm just kind of doing it, doing my thing.
well, the
Look
beauty
at that.
is you're not doing a whole lot. The shovel's
not-
doing most of it.
I'm not doing a whole lot with it. That's the great
No
thing
offense.
about it. But that's it. I don't want to work harder. I want to work
Better.
smarter.
Yep.
And here is the shape of that and why it makes it so brilliant. If you're moving hostas, if you're moving, how about some delicate plants that you want regrowth? If you want to do some trimming just to kind of, you know, jazz things up a little bit, you can do that as well. It really makes sense to have this. How about moving some really beautiful roses? And with roses, and just like any other plants, for a healthy regrowth, you need to have a nice cut on those plants when you're going to transplant them.
Clearance price,
Yep.
easy pay, 4 colors. The yellow, lavender, here's the lime. I'm not going to mess that one up again. And then finally we have it for you in the teal. You get that spade shovel. You'll also be getting the
get the
little
kneeler.
and
Yep.
bring this inside if you're going to get down and like do the bathroom floors. When I would get down and clean the litter
I use
box.
it when I give my daughter a bath.
Yeah,
and
so great.
So that's like kind of the great things too. And also I want to just kind of show you over here. We have what we call our box of rocks, which I always have to laugh when we have this. But guess what? When you're getting ready to do all of your gardening and you see, you know, the dirt, the grass on top, you're really not certain what's underneath. And this is what literally why this was invented. What it does is it finds that path of least resistance and it glides off of the rocks. And it gets in there, it gets underneath, glides off so that you can get underneath those rocks and move them out of the way. That's why the spearhead shovel works so well. That's why it has, you know, 2 patents on it for utility and design, and why it won the best of the best garden tools in 2018.
Get some aggression out right there. That's
Well,
not
that's
bad.
it. That's
well,
it,
and I
right?
see the way that it's shaped, and
Yeah.
it's all about the design and the technology. That's about what I know.
That's it.
But look at that scoop. Like I just feel like you cut through and then you lift and it holds a lot, and you have a nice little.
You have the footrest.
Footrest.
It's really nice too. But it really is the way that it's designed, concentrating all of your digging forces on one single tip, thereby multiplying your digging forces. So it doesn't matter if you're 4 feet tall, 3 feet tall, 100 pounds, 99 pounds, it doesn't matter.
You're getting in there.
You're gonna get that job done.
It's like that headlight through the tunnel. It gets it done
It
for you.
gets it done.
So we have it in the yellow, the lavender, the lime, or the teal. You also get that multi-purpose little rest, and it's a clearance price and easy pay. And Daniel's just adorable. And
Oh, I
so are
know!
you. So are you,
You're
my
so
darling.
Sweet. You're so sweet.
You'll be back in a little bit. You've got more.
I certainly will.
Earlier, we had a really popular fountain from Bernini. It was a kind of a little guy that you can create your own fountain. If you want the big Mac Daddy fountain, we've got